gorgeous. And today we want to talk about how to keep our kids free from sex shame, sex violation, sexual trauma, because I truly believe generational sexual trauma needs to end with us. So today that's what we're going to be chatting about. And it doesn't matter what age your kids are. It doesn't matter, like my daughter's only 6 at the moment. It doesn't matter, maybe you're just pregnant, future kids, whatever. We all, as mums or even dads, we want our kids to not experience the same thing as us. We want them to go through free. And that's what I want to share about, because I truly believe our kids can change that and be empowered when it comes to sex. And guess what? Okay, and I'm going to do some hard truths with you. It starts with us. We cannot end the line of these sexual violations. We cannot teach our kids to be empowered when it comes to sex if we're holding all of this sex shame ourselves. Okay, so if we're holding all of this yucky energy inside of us for maybe when we had sexual violation, maybe we've experienced some sexual trauma, maybe we've experienced sexual shame, being disrespected when it comes to sex, having a negative relationship with sex. Guess what? We're passing all of this down to our children. If we're not sexually embodied ourselves, they're going to pick up on that. Okay, if we do not feel empowered or sexually liberated, we are passing that down to our kids as well. So as much as we want our kids to experience a certain thing and we want to help them and we want to teach them, guess what? Our stories plays a big part in that, okay? So in order for us to allow our kids to avoid sex shame, sex violation, we need to heal our own shame, our own trauma, our own history when it comes to relating with another person. We need to change the relationship we have when it comes to sex and how we feel about intimacy. And then when we're from that place, guess what? We get to then communicate with our kids, okay? We get to then show them what it means to be sexually embodied. We get to show them what it means to be empowered when it comes to sex. And guess what? They're going to embody that themselves, and they're going to be able to make the right decisions. They're going to be able to respect themselves. They're going to be able to have their own boundaries. They're going to be able to feel empowered to say yes, to say no. They're not going to have that shame because they're going to be sex positivity versus that's dirty, that's gross, I'm going to lose my innocence. There's something wrong with that. Okay, and the way I want to teach you to do this is look at your own shame at the moment. How do you currently feel about sex? Does it light you up? Do you feel free? Or do you kind of feel there's contraction in your body and it feels gross and you're not comfortable talking to your kids? You're not looking forward to them being intimate and having sex. I want you to look at those stories that you're currently holding on and how much your body is still holding on to that. And the more you release the shame and your past history when it comes to relating, when you change your own story when it comes to sex and relating and intimacy, from that place you're going to feel more open to then not just teach but show your children. And guess what? That also creates this safe space for our kids to feel comfortable to come to us, to ask questions, to share their curiosity with us, to bring their fears to us. They're not going to feel comfortable talking to us about these things when that time comes for them if we're holding all of this crap in our bodies. If we're not sexually embodied ourselves, they're going to sense that and they're not going to feel comfortable. They're not going to talk to us. They're going to allow TV to guide them. They're going to follow peer pressure. And they're going to continue to make all the same, have the same experiences that we've had. Okay, so let's teach them a new way by first embodying it ourselves and healing ourselves and changing our own stories. Okay, it all starts from within. Okay, so to leave you today, I want you to just look up, what stories are you holding on? How do you currently feel? What shame are you currently experiencing? Okay, and just truly start to honor that and start to ask yourself, can I heal this now? Can I let this go? Okay, and let me know what comes up for you. Okay,